What's going on, Monster Jam fans, and welcome to Let's Drive, with the series where we take your favorite monster truck out for a stroll and discuss their entire career, starting at the very beginning until present day. Well, you know what, kids? Stay out of the water, because it's not safe. It's everyone's favorite shark bite, Great White Megalodon. Megalodon is a custom 3D shark body monster truck owned by none other than Feld Motorsports. It debuted in 2017, and the truck has been driven by multiple drivers over the course of its illustrious career, with its most notable being Justin Sipes, Alex Blackwell, and many others. Its current drivers include Todd LeDuc, Corey Rummel, Ashley Sanford, Makalia Talachka, Charlie Pockin, and for select international shows, the newest driver, Angelina Knock. Megalodon has become a major staple and fan favorite in Monster Jam since its introduction, and I can absolutely attest to that, as it is not only one of my favorite monster trucks, but one of my son's as well. He has competed in 4 Monster Jam World Final events and also has been campaigned by various teams on various chassis. The truck has also won 2 Triple Threat Series championships. Megalodon was first announced in 2016 as one of 2 new trucks along Earthshaker for the 2017 Monster Jam season. The truck entered competition the following year with Justin Sipes and Alex Blackwell as the drivers. Sipes would compete in the Triple Threat Series Central, and Blackwell would compete in Arena Championship Series 6. Sipes would go on to win his series, resulting in him receiving an automatic invite to Monster Jam World Finals 18. However, due to undisclosed reasons that we just don't know, Sipes would be unable to compete in the World Finals, resulting in Blackwell driving the truck in his place. In 2018, Blackwell competed in Stadium Championship Series 1, while Sipes competed in the Triple Threat Series East. Meanwhile, 2 more trucks would be added to the team due to Megalodon's popularity. Those were driven by Trent Montgomery on the Raising Cane chassis and Travis Groff on the Troublemaker chassis. Both drivers would compete in the Triple Threat Series Central and West, respectively. Sipes would again win his series, resulting in him being automatically invited, yet again, to Monster Jam World Finals 19. Both the truck and driver would end up being eliminated in round 2 of racing by Ryan Anderson driving Son of a Digger, but would finish 5th in freestyle. They would later make their first stadium appearance in June at the Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, and would later compete in that year's Australian Tour. Meanwhile, a 5th Megalodon would be added to the team, being driven by Chad Tigler in events throughout South America. In 2019, Sipes competed in Stadium Championship Series 1. Raising Cane monster trucks would move their Megalodon to FTI Torque chassis, along with Jack Brown driving in the Triple Threat Series East. 2 more trucks would be added to the team. The first would be driven by Austin Minton on the Jekyll and Hyde chassis, and the second, Megalodon Fire, would be campaigned by Corey Rummel on the Rage chassis. Both drivers would compete in the Triple Threat Series West and Stadium Championship Series 3. Sipes would be invited to compete in the main field of Monster Jam World Finals 20, quite an honor, while Rummel would be invited to compete in the high jump competition. Later that year, Minton would suffer an unfortunate injury and would later temporarily drive for Vader's Motorsport while sharing driver duties with rookie driver David Alford. Meanwhile, Rummel and Megalodon Fire would compete in the inaugural All-Star Challenge in October at Las Vegas, Nevada. Prior to that event, however, Justin Sipes would drive Megalodon Fire on his chassis for the October shows in Glendale, Arizona. He would then win racing over Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger, getting a little bit of sweet, sweet revenge. In 2020, Rummel would campaign the standard Megalodon in Stadium Championship Series Green. Meanwhile, Sipes would return to the Triple Threat Series to compete in the Grand Central Tour, while Brown and Minton would compete in the Triple Threat Series East and West, respectively. Meanwhile, a fifth Megalodon would be campaigned by Devin Jones on the Barbarian chassis for select arena shows. After the entire Monster Jam season prematurely ended in March due to the pandemic, Megalodon would be left without a full-time driver, as Sipes and Blackwell would be furloughed by Feld Entertainment due to budget cuts as a result. Adam Anderson would temporarily take over the driving duties for the time being, and both truck and driver would set a new world record for most trucks jumped. Anderson would also drive Megalodon for Monster Jam's return event in Arlington, Texas. In 2021, Anderson and the truck competed in the Stadium Championship Series. After, Anderson would return to driving Gravedigger that summer. Tristan England would then take over the driving duties for the time being before returning to his original truck, which was Earthshaker, the next year. Although still driving Earthshaker, Tristan still often drove Megalodon at select events to this day. So that's why some of you will still see him when you go to shows. In 2022, the truck would debut the new LED light eyes for the truck's shark body. Former Alien Invasion driver Bernard Light would take over the driving duties, competing on Arena Championship Series West. For the Vancouver events, Randy Brown drove Bernard's truck. Meanwhile, Corey Rummel would return to driving the truck on Rage, competing in Stadium Championship Series Yellow. During the series, Corey would be very notable for his racing success, but also for making numerous final round appearances. And just another small side note, that's my favorite driver of Megalodon, and I have several shirts of him that he's autographed. So it's always got a cool place in Scissor TV's heart. Bernard finished 6th, and Corey would finish in 5th place. Corey would receive an invite to World Finals 21. Tristan England returned to driving the truck at the London event just as Peter Nyman was driving Earthshaker. Tristan will be doing other international events in the truck for the rest of that year, and rookie Ashley Sanford also made her debut that year in Spokane, Washington. In 2023, the truck begins to run on all 6 tours, being the only other truck, except for Gravedigger, that actually does this. Todd LeDuc joins the team on the Red Stadium Tour. Corey Rummel continues to drive the truck on his Rage chassis on the Blue Stadium Tour, and Bernard Light also continues to drive his version, this time on Arena Series East. Makalya Toluchka runs the truck on the Just Get Her Done chassis on Arena Series Central, and rookie Ashley Sanford drives the truck on Arena Series West. Whole lot of drivers, whole lot of trucks. Charlie Pauken also drives the truck at select international shows. Todd's truck would dominate Detroit on Saturday night by winning every competition. In Tucson, Brandon Arthur drove the truck for Ashley Sanford. Makalya Toluchka would also finish in 8th place on the Arena Tour Central. In Glendale, Corey Rummel won his first freestyle and overall event championship of the year. Bernard Light would finish 5th on Arena Tour East, and rookie Ashley Sanford would finish 6th on Arena Tour West. Todd LeDuc finishes 6th on Stadium Tour Red, and he would also state on his Instagram that his truck doesn't like Megalodon on it and would rather have a Blue Thunder, Metal Militia, or Monster Energy body on it instead. Corey Rummel finished 4th on Stadium Tour Blue. Todd and Corey would then later receive invites to the World Finals, making it the first one to feature count 'em, two Megalodons. During the World Finals, LeDuc's Megalodon received a Nitro Neon counterpart, being Megalodon Neon. And I gotta tell you, that is a cool looking truck. The toy is especially looking cool too. I love the colors, love the paint scheme. It is bright and stands out. I just love that truck. In freestyle, he would compete a very high backflip. He was going for a double backflip, but backed out on the throttle during the attempt. In late August, the trailer with Ashley Sanford's truck, along with Logan, Ashley, and Scooby-Doo, actually caught on fire. Thankfully, there were no injuries. Devin Winfield would go on to drive Megalodon for Ashley on the Kamikaze chassis for that weekend's events. A new driver, Angelina Knock, made her debut in the truck at San Juan, Puerto Rico. In 2024, Ashley Sanford once again competed on the West Arena Tour, but finished 5th this time. Macaulay competed in the Central Arena Tour and finished 7th. Todd drove the truck on the East Stadium Tour, finishing 3rd. Corey competed on the West Stadium Tour, finishing 6th. And Angelina competed on Arena Championship Series East, finishing 6th as well. Charlie Potkin continued to drive the truck for international shows. In Tacoma, Ashley Sanford would win both her Sunday donut competitions on her birthday, marking such a special occasion for her. Angelina would win one of those donut competitions in Baltimore, which would actually be her first win. Logan fills in for Ashley Sanford in Denver. Bernard Light returns to driving the truck in Tucson, Arizona to fill in for Ashley. And Blake Granger would actually drive Charlie's truck when Matt was driving Gravedigger in the US. Ashley got her first career racing win at show number 2 in Albany. Blake Granger would drive the truck at certain international shows when Charlie would have to drive Gravedigger. Todd and Corey were once again invited to World Finals 23 in Los Angeles. Corey would return to driving Megalodon Fire for that event, and Ashley Sanford competed in the last chance qualifying event at that year's World Finals. Well guys, that was a whole lot about a really big shark. I hope you guys had fun with me driving around and learning about Megalodon. Like I say all the time, I love this series because it gives me the opportunity to read about and share with you guys stuff about our favorite trucks. And speaking of favorite trucks, if you have a favorite one that you would like to see me do, just drop a comment and let me know. The episode before this, we did Northern Nightmare, and that was from a viewer because they wanted to see that truck. So if there's a truck you want to see, just let me know. Now, before you leave, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button, give the video a like, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and ring that bell for notifications. It helps the channel out a bunch. Once again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me so much. And before I go, I need you to do 2 things. I need you to be good to one another and always treat others the way you would want to be treated. So until next week, we'll see ya!